going. You're live? Are we on? Are we on? All right. I want to see if we get some people to join up. I know I haven't done one of these shows in a long time, guys. So, yeah, it is what it is. Been very, very busy with a lot of things, but wanted to get on here and see if anybody wanted to join up. Hey, here we go. How's it going? Tranlock, I guess that's how you say your name. Hello. So, yeah, we'll let some people join in. Just, when I do these shows, guys, I just like to hang out, right? Just see what's going on. Need to root my phone. Yeah, a lot of people coming in now. Seth Dean, nice to see you. First Cody video, very cool. Icloud, people are asking all kinds of questions already. It's funny. Oh man, very cool. It's been a while. Yes, I know. Seriously, like I said. All right. I mean, I've got right now a 4-month-old baby, so there's some time concerns there that have been limiting my YouTube. A lot of development I've been doing on my personally, so that's been limiting things. So S8, yes, we're gonna have stuff on S8. We're gonna talk about the S8 actually a little bit today. And actually, just so you guys know this, the video we're in right now, this is being shot on the front-facing camera of my S8. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit as well, just to kind of, get you guys a little bit of information about that. Yeah, thank you for the congrats on the kids. So, and now this, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm not used to having a baby. Like, this is not really a big deal. I have a bunch of kids, so it's not an issue. But it just, it takes time. There's some time there. So, do you like basketball? I just got a basketball hoop, actually, if you asked that. I've been playing it a lot, actually, with my kids. So, yeah, been pretty fun. Funny little questions. What's up? Puerto Rico? Yeah, dude. So, on that note, I mean, what I really like to do, and I think you guys have seen this now over, the last couple years, is I really, really like to research FRP, Factory Reset Protection. I do a lot of other things, a little bit of, ROM development, a little bit of tutorials, a little bit of super tools that I create for different people for things like the Amazon Fire 5th Gen. But I've really been enjoying FRP, and I've got something huge for FRP. Huge, okay? This is going to be really, really good. And I'm hoping to release a video on it in the next week. I've been developing it, honestly, been working on this project for a month now. So it's pretty big, and I'm really, really pumped about it. So I'll probably have a video, like I said, hopefully the next week on it. And yeah, it's amazing. So it is OEM specific, but it's universal on said OEM. So it's gonna be pretty sweet. Yeah, pretty excited about it. So you guys will see a video on that, like I said, hopefully within the next week, depending if we can finish development on it. We're creating a tool to do the process for you. So it'll be legit FRP removal. So it's gonna be pretty sweet. So you got some comments in here. Yeah. So I see a lot of people asking about Samsung. I mean, we are working on FRP across the board on different things, me and my partner. You guys do know I run a school now, so a lot of my work and some of my focus is being shifted over to Phonlab, the school that we run. So you'll see some of that as well, as part of the reason actually for less videos as well, because I've been making a lot of stuff on there. So a lot of my FRP stuff is going to be on there actually as well. So if you're really into FRP and you really need to know the latest and greatest, you should definitely check it out. I do a lot more over there than I do in my own channel when it comes to that specific security feature. So, number one. Interesting. Reading some comments here. Okay. I don't know. Can you guys? I'm assuming you guys can see these comments. What always stinks is when you rewatch this video, you can't actually see the comments that I've seen, in the video while I'm talking about them. It's like I gotta read them back to you guys to actually see what's going on, so people who watch it later can actually see it. Help or I'll unsubscribe. I mean, do what you gotta do, man. It is what it is. I try to help out as many people as I can, but one person can only do so much. So, but S7 active root. I've not seen anything. I would look at see if auto root and see if there is something for that specific S7. Not sure. So how's life? So I do actually want to talk about a couple of things. That are kind of interesting to me. So there's been a couple new phones that have come out. Obviously the S8. This is actually an S8 Plus. So, hey, dude, thanks for the donation. Appreciate that, man. It's very much. That's awesome. Can't read your username, otherwise I would, but very much appreciated. So, yeah, the S8 Plus is what I'm shooting on right now, and the LG G6. Both of these phones have a, 18:9 aspect ratio. Now, I've been using both of these phones now for a couple weeks each, about something like that. Just switched off the LG G6 and I'm on the S8 Plus. So, what I'm noticing about this aspect ratio, I mean, you have a lot more real estate, right, on your phones, but it's a little bit irritating because a lot of the apps are not optimized for the more real estate. So you end up with these black bars on both sides. And it's not just in video apps, it's in all kinds of applications. So with the app is optimized, I like the bigger real estate, but most of them aren't. So I feel like it's kind of one of these things where we're like ahead of the game, which is a little bit frustrating to me. We're just ahead of the game. You know, Samsung, LG, they're ahead of the app developers, and so it's a little lacking, but a little frustrating. People talking about Amazon. Moto G5, yeah. Just looking at some comments on here. But anyway, I actually do like the curved corners on these new phones. I think that looks, it gives it a new look, right? We're also used to the square frame on your phone, and the curved corners is pretty cool actually. But when it comes to the aspect ratio, it's hit or miss as to whether I'm gonna like it or not. All right, since everybody's asking about, I mean everybody's asking about it, it's kind of hilarious. So Amazon Kindle Fire, I'll just handle it right here. Amazon Kindle Fire, 5th gen. Everybody wants to know if the latest firmware, that's I think 5.3.3, for that device, if you can downgrade or if you can root it. What can we do? You know, I have a super tool that does a lot of stuff with those devices, and basically at this point you can't. We don't have any new root method for the versions above, I think 5.3.2.1 I think it is. Yeah, 5.3.2.1, I think that's the version. Anything above that, you're out of luck until we find something. So that's basically the issue with it. I mean, as soon as we have a root method or something we can implement into my super tool, I'll go ahead and I'll do that and make all the features work again on a newer firmware version for that Amazon tablet. But until that happens, it's just what it's going to be. Yeah, I know, Seth Dean. Yeah, I know. There's not a lot of supported ROMs on the Fire, so that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, what are you going to do? The problem is because we have a locked bootloader. You can use FlashFire, obviously, to go ahead and flash some custom ROMs to them, but it's very limited. Very limited. Your link for Moto's Pure Warning Replacement Bin is not there. I need please. I'll look on my server for some things. If you guys have a problem with any of the files that are on rootjunkysdl.com, which does happen upon occasion, I'm having a little bug in the system where files just go unavailable to download, just hit me up on Twitter, shoot me something, an email, something, so I know, and I will go and I'll fix those issues. So if that's a problem, I'll try to look at it later. Hype for the 10.3 jailbreak. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I know. Good stuff, right? Good stuff. When it comes to the 500 year demand, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we're waiting for root to that Amazon tablet. I try to look into that and research things as I can, but it doesn't always, you know, you just don't know. I mean, you're going to find something you're not. It's hard to say. So, I miss Ash, gamer, whatever, dude. You always miss Ash. Maybe he'll come in. Maybe he'll see this. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Ed Wordo. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. I'm not sure if I saw that on FRP on the Moto G Plus. I'll have to look. So, you know, I get a lot of communications from you guys, which I appreciate. I like it. I get a lot of emails, a lot of Twitter messages and stuff. Sometimes they get overlooked. Sometimes you got to be persistent with me. You know, message me a couple times before I can get back to you, just because I've got so much coming in. Persistence pays off. Let's put it that way. So, oh, the Moto G Play. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. I'll have to look. Honestly, send it again. Phones will take over. Yeah, so that's actually an interesting point. I've been thinking that for a long time. So, the person just said that basically they think tablets are a thing of the past and phones are going to replace everything. Totally agree. I have stacks of tablets that I've collected over the years. I don't even ever touch them. I mean, the phones now with something like this phone I'm on right here, you've got a 6.2-inch screen. Why do you need a tablet when your screen on your phone is that massive? It's like I go either from my phone to my computer. There's like, there's the tablet thing is just, I don't know. I feel like it's a thing of the past. It's not something that's going to continue to evolve because it's limited. It's limited. A computer can do so much more than a tablet, and our phones are so amazing. It's just its lifespan is dead. Yo, give me a tablet, B. This guy wants a tablet. I'm not even joking. I have like a lot of them. Normally what I do with them now, honestly, is let my kids play on them and play games. So like each one of them has their own little tablet. But yeah, I got a ton of them. So any updates on Verizon activation network bypass? On what phone? Let me know what phone you're talking about. Normally you can just bypass the activation screen if that's what you're talking about, or if you're talking about like unlocking the phone to work on another network, that's different. But yeah, let me know. So upload your screensaver. Oh, this is lame. My screensaver, Seth. This screen. Okay, so this is just a folder that I told to slide through. These are just like OEM images I downloaded off the internet. It's like really lame. I can upload like a folder full of all these OEM images I have. Yeah, I don't know. My wife thinks it's stupid, but whatever. S8 bypass. No, not yet. Upload it. Seth's like, upload it. All right. Maybe I'll whip something together and throw it on Rootjunky SDL. Probably be in like, I don't know, maybe the apps category or something like that. We'll see. Yeah. So actually, let's talk a little more about FRP. So like I said, I have this new FRP tool coming out this week. Really pumped about that. So I'll give you a little bit more information, okay? So it's for Motorola phones. I'll give you that much. It's called Moto Reaper, and you'll see it when it gets released. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So there you go. There's a little bit inside since you're out here on the live show. A little inside story. Besides that, so got these new phones, these new aspect ratios. I know I haven't done any videos yet on my S8. Is there something that you guys specifically want to see? I did get my hands on a Samsung Dex, which is pretty cool. Pretty neat. I don't know if it's something that I'd honestly be using, but just wanted to try it out. So, which smartwatch on your wrist? I still have the original Huawei watch. That's what I use. So, but yeah, what do you guys think? I love Motorola phones. Yes, David, they are pretty freaking cool. I'm definitely enjoying them. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, Samsung, do you guys want to see some specific coverage on it? I mean, obviously FRP, if that comes out, obviously Root, if we can get that. I know Exynos, you can do Root on. Mine's a Qualcomm T-Mobile, so I haven't seen Root yet for it. FRP, if it comes out, obviously I'd be doing that. But is there anything specific else? I mean, you want to see how to flash firmware? Actually, getting into download mode is different. That has changed, which is kind of interesting. So, just reading some comments. Hotspot bypass. Yeah, but Gary, what do you like for T-Mobile? Gary, I'm curious. What carrier? What carrier you're talking about? Because it varies a little bit. I've never had to do that because with T-Mobile, I get like 8 gigs of free every month for hotspot, and that's enough for the random use that I use it for. So Samsung sucks. Not launched Exynos variants in the U.S. Well, you can buy the international version, the Exynos version, if you want it. You can get it. It's going to cost you more, and it's not going to be from a carrier. So my wife wants me to ask you if you know how to hack Farmville too. So I've never really gotten into games. I'm not a big gamer person. Some games. I'm really a Nintendo fan. If I do any gaming, it's Nintendo based. So I don't really do any app hacking. There's things out there you can do a lot of app hacking if you want to. Generally, you need to have root access on the phone and use an application that does the hack. But I honestly don't have any clue how to do without researching it myself. So. Google Pixel FRP. Yes, everybody's asking for FRP. So security patches come every month now, man. So I got to find a new method basically every month or every couple months because they patch all the ones that I've reported and well, let me rephrase that. They patched everything that I've put on YouTube and they've seen. So YouTube's like, or Google's like, oh yeah, we'll patch that. So anyway, iPhone 8. So I'm not a big iPhone 8 person myself or iPhone person. I have an iPhone 7 for work. You know, I use this thing every day. It's okay. I'll probably get the new 8 when it comes out because I'll have my work pay for it and I'll buy one with them. But I don't know. I've never been very impressed with iPhone, so it is what it is. It is what it is. What was the other thing I was telling you? Oh, here, hang on. Somebody's asking questions. His wife says thanks. No problem. Somebody else was asking Exposed. So I've done some videos on Exposed. If you guys have seen it, Exposed framework, Exposed is really nice. Okay, if you ever rooted the phone and you can install Exposed, you can customize so much stuff on your phone. The problem is that development on it is very like hit or miss, and there's all these kind of like little tricks you got to do to get installed on your variant, and it's kind of a little bit of a pain if it's not a clear tutorial online on how to do it. So it's kind of a pain because of that, so I don't get into it too much. When it first came out, it was awesome because it was like every phone could basically do it if it had root access. So it's a very it varies there with that. But what was some of my favorite modules for it? Man, there were some good ones. Oh, I don't remember. There's a couple good ones. Like Xbox or not Xbox? No. Man, I can't remember some of the ones I was using. Greenify, I remember, is on there. Some of the other ones that are really good. So Exposed is really, really cool. So see, I'm just reading some comments here. Amazon variant. Okay, so this is another one that I get a lot, right? So you guys have the stock. Well, you want to know how to install stock Android on the Moto G Plus, or basically the Moto G 4th Gen Amazon variant. So there's Amazon variant of a lot of these Motorola phones at this point, and they're all subsidized, and they all have ads on them, lock screens. Everybody wants to know how to get the ads off, get them back to the basically stock Android version because they bought them for cheap with the ads, and now they want to get them off. They're trying to make, find a way to save some money, right? That's the end goal, right, with these phones. So when they first came out, I was lucky, and I still see people that are still lucky that can actually unlock the bootloader. It's like their device bootloader didn't get flagged in Motorola system, and you can get them unlocked. If you can unlock the bootloader, you can do whatever you want with it, which is really awesome. Otherwise, at this point, everything else has been blocked by Amazon. So if you're on one of the latest updates, you can't do diddly. So it is kind of what it is. I mean, if you were on something where you could use Dirty Cow to remove the ads, that was cool, and there's an app to do that. I've got a video on that. But otherwise, kind of right now, you're just stuck. If you bought one and you're on a new Android version, it's been updated, you can't downgrade the device. So kind of a bummer. I like the phones though. I have a couple of them, honestly. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh my word, people ask weird stuff. Thanks. There you go. Thanks. Yeah. So the other thing I've been doing for a while now, which has been really, really fun, and if you guys haven't seen this either, you got to check it out. So, like I said, we have this school right online. It's called Phonlab. I did a ChromeBook support section on there, which has been pretty fun. And basically what it is, if you're interested in hacking or modding or developing your ChromeBook, then what you want to do is go over there to Phonlab, and there's a free course. I'll try to put it in the video description after this thing finishes uploading and go offline, which is really, really sweet. And you just go on there and you can watch like 10 videos. It walks you through almost everything you can do on a ChromeBook, and you can learn a lot. So it'll give you a good taste for Phonlab, what it's all about anyway, and it's totally free. So that took me a couple weeks to put together, so I've been busy with that as well. Just a lot of things going on. So Tech the Brett, I think is what I saw there. Thanks for the little tip there. and I'm glad I could help with FRP removal. I get a lot of people who are like thrilled when they see one of my videos and it actually functions. There's so much stuff on the internet, and trust me, I look myself. Look on YouTube for FRP removal methods, new stuff, something I haven't seen, something I've never learned before, and there's a lot out there that is just gimmicky, and I do my best to create good content that actually functions and teach you guys something new. So can you install Windows 10 over Chrome OS? So I have not seen a way to do that currently. I mean, you can run basically a Linux distro and Chrome OS, so you can do that, but I've not seen a Windows install over it, so we'll see. What do you think of Magus root? Dude, man, I've not seen that. You got to send me a link. Not seen it. Not seen it. I definitely want to see that. Send me a link, seriously. If it's something new that I haven't seen out there, I'm interested. You know, if it's got some new ways. I mean, we've seen, you know, King root, Kingo root, all these Chinese root methods, which are very sketchy to use, but, you know, they do root some phones, so. Do I know about Volt on 1+1 patch? I do not, unfortunately, sorry. Root King? I've not seen that one either. I've seen King Root. Root King? Again, dude, send me a link. I'm curious. I try to stay on top of most of the root methods that are available online, so if there's one I haven't seen, yeah, you got to send me a link. How do you become so fearless? Jeffrey. I don't quite understand the question, but I don't know. I don't know about fearless, but I do like hacking phones, I'll tell you that much. Let's see here. Have you rooted Android box? Like TV box? Not many, no. King Root's lock screen ads are annoying. Yes, Seth. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how they're making money now. It's like you might as well buy a Amazon variant of a Moto G 4th Gen because you're going to get lock screen ads. That's what King Root puts on there on some phones. It's not all of them, which is interesting, but they do put it on some, so. The guy says, are you a gamer? No. Yankees or Red Sox? Neither. I don't care about baseball like at all. So I mean, I'm in Chicagoland general area. I'm actually in Indiana, but very close. And you know, we got the Cubs and the Sox, but I really don't care. Doesn't even matter to me. How many bricks do I have? Currently, how many bricked phones? I'm assuming you're saying bricked phones. Currently, I've only bricked 3 phones ever. I'm just looking at the pile of phones I have over here. 3 phones I bricked. So, not too bad. And maybe like 2 tablets, but those are on purpose for testing reasons. Man, lots of questions. Google Wi-Fi question. My wife made me. Dude, I love this guy. This guy's good. My wife made me ask you about baseball. I don't know, yeah. Rest in peace, bricked phones, exactly. Oh, that's funny. My wife made me ask that question. That's good. That's good. That sounds like something my wife would do exactly. If she was in here, she'd be like yapping in my ear, telling me to say stuff. They're good for that. It's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. How to hack Wi-Fi and Android. So there are some programs that can do that. Packet sniffers and things like that that you can use, especially if you have root access on your Android device. So there's stuff that does that. See, here's the thing. I dance a really fine line when it comes to, I don't know if you want to call it like ethical hacking. I really like hacking stuff. I really try not to show off skill sets that could be or that are really only used for, you know, evil or criminal purposes. So a lot of what I do could be used in that form. I just try not to show off the exact method to use it that way, because you can use it, really when it comes to anything, the user decides. Are they going to use what they have and their skill set they have for good or evil? It has nothing to do with the skill set or the knowledge. It just has to do with what is your purposes. So I try to show off something that's going to be useful and helpful that isn't illegal. Let's put it that way. So I try not to get into hacking Wi-Fi networks and that kind of stuff, even though I may know how to do it. I like hacking. James laugh. Oh man, hey, I appreciate the comments. That's awesome. That's awesome. FRP could be evil. Yes, Seth, it absolutely could be evil. Yes, I totally agree with you. But it also could be used for some really good reasons. I know a lot of people, especially older people that aren't tech savvy, who lock themselves out of their own phones because they just don't know. And so that is what it is. So you help those people. You know what I'm saying? Even I use Keeley Linux. Yeah, nice. Good. You should. It's a good interface there. Good UI. Good destro, I guess you could say. What's up, Sam? I thought you were gonna jump in here at some point. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Awkward combo. This is an awkward combo. I'm sorry. I just reading comments. Sometimes, you know, I hear things. Sometimes I gotta read it. Sometimes I gotta think about my answers. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I actually like hanging out and talking with a lot of people. I think it's kind of fun. So definitely enjoy just hanging out with you guys and talking. Can you unlock iCloud? Not directly in so many words, but there is methods that can be used. Let's put it that way. Processor. Man, see what's funny is you guys ask a lot of the same questions because people come in at different points. So, you know, I try not to address something I've already talked about. But anyway, yeah, honestly, those are like the main things I was kind of wanting to talk about. I see nobody even had any ideas and things they want to see on the S8 video coverage. The thing is like I said, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is already out there. I mean, people that have been having review units for a long time, so you guys probably have seen a lot of stuff if you're really interested in those devices. So. Where is Droid Modder X? I don't know. He must not have seen my notification, man. I can't believe he didn't show up. I'm a little bit pissed off right now. If you know who that is, I mean, he's a buddy of mine, so obviously Seth knows. Pen testing. I don't know. Interesting. S8. Can your Super Tool remove lock screen ads on new version of Fire OS? That is an excellent question. I've not tested it. Honestly. Haven't even picked up my Super Tool since it basically stopped working on the newer OS versions for the Amazon Fire. It's worth a try. I mean, it can't hurt to run it. It's not like it's going to mess up your tablet. And worst case scenario, you can always boot into stock Android recovery and reflash the firmware from Samsung. So as long as you don't downgrade the firmware, you're good. Just make sure you know what firmware you're on before you start the process. Upload video on how to bypass. So Samsung On 5. Okay, I'll address this one. So this guy wants to have the Samsung On 5 FRP bypass, right? We've had lots of trouble on that phone. We actually haven't found a real good method to do it yet. So something we're working on, but that phone's a little tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Not sure what the deal is with it. Max Lee just recently posted a video on how to install Root on his channel. Really? Oh, I haven't seen it. You know what I did recently, which is kind of, I don't know what the deal is with it, but I kind of took off some of the people I was following on YouTube just because it was like so many notifications and so many videos I couldn't watch them all. I mean, I like tech a lot, but it's just hard to keep up. So I need to like get refocused myself. So. What is that? You missed the what? The old features where I what? Let me see what he says. I'm trying to tap on the screen so I get a notification to come up. Probably where I would like go in and root everything. Problem is the security has changed, you know? Security's changed constantly, so it's hard to like root everything, install custom recovery, install ROMs, do ROM reviews. You can't even do all that anymore just because there's so much security on these phones that you just can't. It's kind of stinks, but that's kind of where we're at this point. So a lot of the phones I get, they're so locked down I can't even do anything with them. I can't even get root access on them because they're just that locked down. Like I said, unless we get Exynos variants or we get China models, things like that. The Octopus box is good to flash phones. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It does work very well. Okay, so here we go. There's Seth's got a good question. Okay, so the S8 battery life, how is it? S8 battery life. So I got the S8 Plus, so it's got a 3,500 milliamp hour battery. So its battery life for me is very, very good. So it's not amazing. When everybody asks battery life, right? Well, battery life is very dependent on your use, right? What's your normal use? What are you doing with your phone? So generally, I think good use is if I don't have to charge my phone the whole day. If it'll last me from the time I get up at basically 6 o'clock in the morning till the time I go to bed at like 11 o'clock at night, then I'm good. I'm happy with it. And so far, it's had no problems with that. I mean, I'll go to bed and I'll probably have 20% left on my phone. To me, that's all I can ask for. I'll charge my phone every day. That's not an issue. If I can go without charging my phone the entire day, then I'm good. And I'm obviously a heavy user. I mean, I'm on social media, I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. So to me, that's a good thing. And honestly, anything that has over 3,200 milliamp hours, for me, has been fine. Any phone that has over 3,200, I can pretty much get all day out of. So it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. S6, terrible battery life. Oh my word. You got to get rid of that, Seth. I'm not even joking. I hated my S6 because of the battery. It was terrible. Terrible. Hated it. I actually sold it. That was the earliest I've ever sold any Samsung phone I've ever owned, was that phone, because of that. I mean, the design, it looked awesome. It was a cool looking phone, but the battery was just terrible. Terrible. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But, and honestly, like I say, I got this LG G6, and this phone right here, this is an excellent phone too. Really like it. Battery life on that thing's excellent as well. Lasts all day. MJ, there's MJ right there. Sweet. Any way to short the L? Oh, that's interesting. So anyway, this is a good question. So I'm going to answer this question. So they asked, is there any way to short the Amazon 5th Gen into Fastboot mode? So if you're looking to like short out like something on the chip, not that I know of. But if you want to get into Fastboot mode, there is a way to do it. Okay? And I'm going to give you the secret. Okay, so you ready for it? This is it. You better listen carefully. What you do is you boot into oh shoot, let me think about this. Hang on. I think you can do it. Yeah, you can do it from. No, wait. That's how to get into recovery from Fastboot. Ah, shoot. Yeah, there's not a way to short it. So there's not a way to short it into Fastboot. You can normally use your key combinations to boot into Fastboot. Which is I can't remember the key combination you do it. It's like power up and volume, or I don't remember. But basically, you can get into there. But you can get into stock Android recovery from Fastboot, and that's the tricky part. So to do that, there's a command that you can do. So if you're in Fastboot mode and you can never get into stock recovery, this will boot you from Fastboot right into stock Android recovery. And that command is Fastboot OEM recovery. Fastboot OEM reboot dash recovery. That's it. Fastboot OEM reboot dash recovery. So if you're in Fastboot mode or bootloader mode, you can boot directly into stock Android recovery. And I've used this quite a few times because I've had points where I can't, for some reason, boot into stock Android recovery, but I can boot into Fastboot mode. So it's a good trick to have. It's a good trick to have. So, anyway, yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, anything else you guys want to chit-chat about? What Linux distro do you use? Okay, I'll answer that one. I use Mint. I think it's bricked. Yeah, if you try to downgrade them or something like that, you'll hard brick them and they're dead. I mean, I've tried to get into them and flash them or do anything with them. You can't. Best thing to do is if you're still in warranty period, just return it to Amazon. Man, I wish these comments would stay up longer. They fade out on me and I can't read them until somebody else comments. It's kind of annoying. So I'm live streaming from the YouTube application. So if you have over 10,000 subscribers, I think it is, you can live stream right from the application. So that's what I'm doing right now. So why does this guy keep asking this? This is the stupidest question. I'm not even going to repeat it. My logo's outdated. You can make me a new one. Send it to me. Email me one. I'll look at it. If it's good, I'll probably use it. Is the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active worth buying for $200 in new condition? No, I say no. Mainly because I really hate that S6. It's stinky. The Active is better because you're going to have a bigger battery life, but maybe with the bigger battery life, I mean, that's my biggest complaint about the phone. You might be alright. Who is Jaco? I don't even know, Seth, man. No idea. I'm going to replace the motherboard with another brick. Oh, okay. Yeah, replace the motherboard. Do it, man. That sounds like a good plan. If you have another motherboard that's good, just swap them out. You know what's funny is I had a cracked phone, the screen, but the motherboard was good. And I'm like, oh, that's junk. I'm just going to throw it away. And then I bricked one. I'm like, damn, why did I get rid of that motherboard? Because it was good. I could have swapped them and had a good working device. So, whatever. Phonlab. There's MJ commenting in. Be awesome. Should Samsung make another Note phone? Ooh, good question. I say absolutely. I don't know if they're going to. I'm assuming they're going to. Absolutely. Because there's people, like, I mean, honestly, I was one of them. Samsung Note line is my absolute favorite phone line. Absolute, hands down. I've loved it since I had a Note 3. And I had a Note 3, and I think I don't know if I had a Note 2 before it or not. I think I had a Note 3, and then I bought a Note 2 just to have it. So, yeah, I think it would be Note 8. I would love to have a Note 8. Yeah, I'd be all over that. I'd totally buy it. I don't care about their, 7 phones, 10 phones that caught on fire. This is such a minute amount, dude, that people like are freaking out about this, and it's like all news. You're talking like how many million phones, and you had 10 of them catch on fire? The percentage there it's not even worth being concerned about in my mind. So I don't know. I would be excited for a Note 8. Definitely, like I said, it's always been my favorite phone line. So, especially the Note 2, he says. I mean, I like the Note 2. There's a lot of cool development on the Note 2. But, you know what? I mean, I loved my Note 3. Was my favorite. I love my Note 5. I still have it. An excellent phone. I wish I could have caught my Note 7. I just couldn't do it after they were messing with everything and sending it funny commands, trying to keep you from charging it, all that baloney. So, I just couldn't do it. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, anyways, guys, I don't know. That's probably enough for me. I mean, I'm glad that we had a chance to talk. I'm glad some of you guys were on here. We could like chat back and forth. That's been a lot of fun. Don't want to go too long on this live stream, but I mean, I don't know if you guys really like these or are enjoying them. If you are, you know what I mean, let me know. Make some comments after this thing goes on my channel, and let me know, and then maybe we'll do some more of them. I mean, it's been a while since I've done any live streams, but I enjoy them. I mean, I don't know what you guys are thinking. I enjoy them because I get the chance to actually interface with you guys instantly on a big spectrum. So, if you do, just go ahead, give me a thumbs up, share this live stream, get more people in. I mean, although kind of the small audience is actually kind of fun too, because then I can actually talk with you guys. So, Moto X Pure replacement beam link. All right, man, I will look at that for you, David, when we get off here. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. And yeah, maybe you'll see another video for Moto Reaper coming very soon, hopefully this week. We'll see how things go. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Rootjunky out.